All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel, and thank you for tuning in. I wanted to do a video today, even though it's Sunday, we are into the weekend. Gives me some downtime to really discuss a question that a lot of people DM me about, and I've gotten questions about this in the past, is about brokers. Which one to actually trade or to use when trading, the markets when it comes to the futures, okay, whether it's indices or commodities, meats or grains, whatever it is, I primarily trade the equities, which is the index or indice futures, and which is, I trade primarily the S&P 500, the E-mini version of it, as well as the NASDAQ 100, which I really tapped back into just a few months ago, okay, because I know this time of the year into the fourth quarter, things kind of slow down, or kind of start looking a little bit wonky or chopping sideways when it comes to the E-mini S&P 500. But what I'm here to talk to you about today is broker, okay? My choice, which I feel is the top or best broker to use, is AMP. And the reason why I'm saying this is AMP Futures, okay? They are a regulated broker, all right, here in the U.S., all right? And they've been my number one preference since the day of my inception when I started learning how to trade, all right? I started using NinjaTrader years ago and been using that since day one. I've never traded any other platform. I know some people use TradingView and Sierra charts and multi-charts and a list of other charts that are, platforms that are out there. And back then when I started using NinjaTrader, they did not offer or have their own in-house brokerage service. They were just strictly building their company centered around one of the, executing one of the best future trading platforms out there. To me, I believe they have it all, okay? Maybe so because I just gotten used to the platform and how to use it and know how to use it like the back of my hand. I just love it, okay? But when it comes to trading, it really just boils down to, just like I talked before, using a naked chart. So you can primarily use any trading platform. The biggest hurdle in getting over for most people is all the features and really learning all the tools, the intricate things that you need to know when it comes to setting the platform up, the charts up, just the areas to go to and the tools they have which are accessible on the platform. So I've learned all that using NinjaTrader, okay, and I'm stuck with them, and I believe they have a solid package now when it comes to all around. When we're talking about their charting platform and their brokerage service, and maybe and coupled in with their data feed that they offer through them as well. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I stuck with AMP Futures because it's just, I love the fact that they are regulated, for one, all right. Two, they have low commission fees, which I believe are low commission fees when it comes to being in comparison to most other brokers out there, and they're within the top, okay? So, if you ask which ones are probably the top 4 choices out there, this is just my opinion. To me, I'll say AMP. You got NinjaTrader, you got Optimus Futures, you've got interactive brokers out there. So those are also some other ones that you could possibly tap into or take a look at. But it's all really going to boil down to which platform, which charting platform do you use or prefer to use, okay? Now, AMP, when I started using them, they were, mirrored in or married to NinjaTrader, okay? You could use the trading platform with NinjaTrader and use AMP Futures together, okay? But several years back, they severed ties, and they gave me the opportunity, I'm sure as well as many other future traders out there, the choice to be grandfathered in and stick with them or stay with them. So I've never ventured off the path of even looking at another broker of choice out there, okay? And I'm sure there's some that probably have, maybe their commission fees are a little bit just slightly lower, okay? But there's always a catch in a balance somewhere. One broker may offer something better than the next, and it just makes the pot a little bit sweeter. But then you got to look at the other end of the stick to see what it is that they may be lacking of, okay? So there's a catch, 22 in some way or another, no matter what broker you actually use, okay? But to me, those are probably the 4 top in my book, okay? If I was to move away from AMP, where would I go? Straight to NinjaTrader, okay? 100%, I'm sure, you know, and do everything in-house, okay? But AMP has been the way to go for me. I'm not sponsored by them in any kind of way. I'm not tooting their horn. I prefer them. I love their deposit and their withdrawal process and being able to put funds in and take it out when I need to in a swift time. Their low trading fees when it comes to the commissions and the fees they charge. And plus, you can choose between 3 different data feed providers: CQG, TTT, TT or Rhythmic. I've been using CQG since the beginning. Okay, all right. But again, here's a list, if you can see here, and all this is right here on their website, ampfutures.com. Go over to it. They have everything neatly packaged and put together very well and user-friendly and accessible. Just click on whatever you need to find or what you want to find, okay? They have the links as far as in reference to any questions you may have or any information that you need to find or prefer to find on the website, okay? These are just a few of the different trading or charting platforms that they kind of, you know, work together with, all right? You got multi-charts, Sierra charts on here, Trading View. So I know a lot of you guys that are part of the community here on the channel, they you probably use one of these platforms, right? Okay. So, and if you click on like right here at their homepage, you'll see view all trading platforms. Click on that and you'll see a list of other ones. MetaTrader 5, you know, just a list of other ones. CQG has their own charting platform as well. RTrader, Rhythmic, you see there. Just a list of Investor RT. I hear that's a good one, but I think that may be a little bit pricey though. But you have to just kind of, you know, pick which platform that you love to and want to learn or currently learn, know how to, you know, use and just kind of stick with that. I've never used any other charting platform, guys. I know people ask me all the time, you know, outside of NinjaTrader, what platform would you recommend? You know, I've been using NinjaTrader. I've loved it since day one. Look, you know, if you're someone that uses a different charting platform outside of NinjaTrader, leave in the comment section down below which platform do you use, which data feed provider do you use when it comes to trading futures, specifically, you know, the index and indice futures. Okay, 'cause I'm sure that there are loads of new traders or beginner traders that are wanting to get into this business, and they're just trying to start off and trying to figure out, you know, which charting platform are some of the best ones out there. Okay, so if you have a preference and you use something other than NinjaTrader, or the fact is if you use NinjaTrader, just guys tap into the comment section. I'd like to hear from you individuals to know which, you know, charting platforms you use, which data feed providers you use, or maybe even what broker you use. Okay, maybe you're using one of those top 4 that I mentioned. You know, AMP Futures, NinjaTrader, Optimus Futures, and Interactive Brokers. Which one do you use? I want to hear from you guys. You know, because that helps other people who come to the channel gather some information. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say here is that every broker, they're going to have or offer some type of edge over maybe the next. But when you start really digging into it, you know, you maybe see that things balance out. And when it comes boiling down to the actual overall fees, they're probably all comparable to one another in a sense, all right? I know that all the ones I've mentioned, they have low trading fees, meaning commission fees, and maybe even data fees. So that may be a breaker for you right there, you know, when it comes to the data fees. How much do your fees cost there? You know, even though one broker may offer low fees, you know, when it comes to the actual data fees, how much does that cost you? All right. So that's going to help determine those areas, the expense of what you may incur from, you know, using one broker over the next when you're doing your research or homework. That may cause you to turn and look somewhere else. Okay. But to me, like I said, those are probably the top 4. AMP, like I said, they offer their services, you know, in using tied into multiple charting platforms as well. Okay. Some of these other ones, I'm not sure of all the different platforms that you can use when it comes to their broker services and which ones they're kind of married with and tied to when it comes to the trading platforms. You've got to kind of do your own homework and see. But again, if we're looking at AMP here, I'm talking about AMP again, the data feeds that they offer: CQG, TT, Rhythmic, a list of trading platforms that you can use with their services. When it comes to the margins, most brokers kind of have similar rates when it comes to the margins. That's like, what is the margin per day or per contract to be able to trade? Not day. I'm sorry, guys. How much does it cost for you to trade per contract? Okay, that's what's called a day margin. All right. Say for instance, like the micro E-mini S&P 500, which a lot of people trade, as well as the Nasdaq, which is right below it. With AMP, it's $40 a contract, okay, which means you have to have at least $40 in your account to trade one contract. Nasdaq, at least $100 per contract. If you go down to the E-mini portion of it, we're looking at the equity or the index futures here, okay? So on the E-mini side, it's $400 a contract. Again, so that means if you have to have at least $400 in your account to trade one contract. So, and that's where in some of the other videos I talk about that 10 times rule. So, and there's a purpose and a reason behind that. I'm not saying you have to follow, you know, my policies or rules that I set for myself, but I'm just letting you know the margins here when it comes to AMP and using them as a broker. Nasdaq, at least $1,000 to trade per contract. That means you have to have at least $1,000 in your account. If you're trading the E-mini Dow, $500. Okay, if you're talking about the micro Dow, then it's $50. So these are just some of the margins that I'm talking about with AMP, using AMP. Now, when it comes to like exchange data fees, here is where the data fee part of it comes into play, as far as what they charge, all right, on a monthly basis. With AMP, they have the CME, okay, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange bundle for $35, where you can trade all the future markets, okay? All right, so take a look here. Let's just go to margins. You know, you have the indices and the indexes there. You're going to have, keep scrolling down, your currencies, your energies, your metals, your grains, you know, your financials. Let's see here, meats. So all these that you can trade if you for $35 a month. Okay, that includes the data feed plus the exchange fees. All right, for $35 a month to trade all the future markets. Okay, or you can just choose if you want to just trade like the say the equities, the index or indice futures. Okay, then you can sign up for the level 2 depth of market for $13 a month. Again, that includes the data feed and the exchange fees to be able to trade, you know, the Nasdaq, the Dow, the Russell, the E-mini S&P, or even the micros. Okay, so if you go over and you take a look here, I'm going to show you right quick down below. You'll see where you have the name of the market, right? So then look at the exchange. As long as it says CME, those are all the exchanges. Oh, excuse me, not exchanges. Those are all the markets you can change on the CME exchange if you go and choose to trade what am I trying to say here? The CME Globex package. Okay, again, that includes the fees, the data fees, plus, which is through CQG. That's the data feed that my preference. You can use Rhythmic, you can use TT. But what I'm saying here is that includes the exchange fees plus the data feed. Okay. Now, if you want to trade if you want to have a choice to trade, it doesn't matter which future market, then you may want to go with the bundle here. The bundle allows you to trade. I'm gonna show you here the CME, the CBOT. Okay. These are all the different exchanges right here. The CME, the CBOTs, the NYMEX. Which is down here. What is it at? Let me keep scrolling down here. That's on the energies, the NYMEX. So you can trade, and also the COMEX there, or the COMEX. Okay, so you can trade all those different future markets under that bundled package there. If we go back here to exchange data fees, right there. All right, for $35 a month. Okay, commission wise, they have a calculator on their platform that you can use to see what it would cost, you know, per side or round turn. Their fees are pretty comparable to most of the other future brokers out there, like NinjaTrader, Optimus, Interactive. So, you know, it's relatively inexpensive. It's about the same. Okay. Now, I hear that NinjaTrader probably offers or probably has the lowest commission rates. I haven't really looked into that 100%. But again, you know, you've got to weigh the options as a whole. What is it going to cost you overall, you know, to use the platform, have the data feed, and the commissions? All that comes together. So you got to encompass the fees as a whole, you know, to determine which broker and which platform you want to use. Okay. I've been using NinjaTrader. I love it. I stuck with them. I just haven't given them all my business at this point because I'm very loyal to AMP right as it stands right now. I've been using them for years. And, you know, it's just the thing about being able to or getting used to using a certain service provider or someone that's offering a service, and just, you know, understanding them, the processes, you know, how their website is just user friendly, knowing where to go to, how to set things up. I've just overall become comfortable with that, and then having to, you know, to learn something new. I'm not afraid of that. It's just the fact is, when you get used to something, you just and you get into the whole rhythm of using it, you just don't want to make a quick shift, and then it slows you down because then you got to go learn something new. Okay, so I stuck with AMP. I love them. Okay, I'm gonna click on account fees right here. Say for instance, again, you know, I love the idea that they offer ACH for withdrawals. Okay, which is free, doesn't cost you anything. Making deposits through checks, through ACH as well, is free. You know, I love the process there. This accessibility of how easy it is to be able to do things with them as a broker, and they rated one of the best, you know, one of the top brokers out there when it comes to regulated brokers. So you overall have to make that decision which broker of choice that you want to actually go with. Maybe some of you trade like the DAX, you know, so you would probably want to choose the Eurex, right? It's $20 a month, okay? To trade the European markets. Maybe you trade the, you know, some of the Asian markets. So these are the exchanges right here that you probably want to choose. But they have their, you know, exchange data fees that you would, you know, have to pay into. Again, if you're using the CME, trading the markets here within the U.S., then, you know, you have the CME, the CBOT, the NYMEX, the COMEX. So if you want the full bundle here, like I said, it's $35. Or you could pick and choose. Maybe it's someone that just trades the CBOT. I think the Dow trades on the CBOT, but I'm looking here, it trades on both the CME and the CBOT. It used to just be the CBOT alone. So there you go. It just depends. Like, here's a DAX. Again, the Eurex right here, right? So, and then, you know, you can come over here and easily find the day trading margins per contract. And, you know, you just got to kind of weigh your options and looking around and see which provider or which broker is going to be able to save you $1 here, $1 there, you know, and which one kind of offers or allows you to use certain platforms. All right, maybe you're used to using a certain platform, but, you know, that broker doesn't. They don't marry together. So you got to find what works for you. You know, I'm all about looking for, you know, low trading fees, accessibility, user friendliness, things of that nature. And when it comes to the charting platform, once I got used to something, I stick with it. Okay, unless it just starts to cost me on the back end, I start to see it cost me, you know, astronomical amounts of money. I mean, percent basis, things have went up significantly. Then I may make a shift or jump, right? Okay, but I mean, things are going to go up in time, you know, just simply about inflation. Services start getting a little bit more expensive. So, you know, we have to weigh our options at some point or another. But, you know, if it doesn't, to me, if it's not like going up, you know, significantly or astronomical, then I'm going to stick where I'm at. All right. I'm not going to jump ship because someone else offers a 1 or 2% discount somewhere else, and I got to go learn something brand new, you know, from scratch all over again. You know, I just have to make up that difference of that 1 or 2% through my trading possibly, okay? So you have to weigh your own options. But yeah, what I like to hear and for you guys to do is drop a comment down below. Which brokers do you use? Okay, what's your broker of choice? What platform, if you're not using NinjaTrader, that you actually use? And, you know, that information helps, like I said, other traders, especially someone that's new, that's a beginner, to maybe really start to look at which future brokers that are some good ones to use. All right. So, I mean, only list the ones, guys, that you know for sure that, you know, really are some of the top ones out there that really, when it comes to the overall almighty dollar, which ones people can really save when it comes to their pocket. Okay. Which ones really they can get their money's worth out of. All right. Both broker and platform. All right. So I want to hear from you guys. Drop a comment down below. That's all I have for you guys in today's video. I just wanted to share with you my preference, give you some options, talk about and bring you over to the AMP Future site. And again, I'm not sponsored by them in any kind of way. Just been using them since I started trading 12 years ago, and I've been comfortable with using them. Now, have they, you know, come to to where they did sever ties with InjaTrader. But what I'm trying to say is to where I was not able to use them as a broker no longer because they severed ties with InjaTrader, then I would have had to have used somebody else, right? But they gave that option. And that's another thing that sweetened the pot there was that I said, okay, they are loyal. They're loyal to their customers. They're still allowing those that use InjaTrader to be grandfathered in. So I like that. That was a bonus for me. But anyways, I appreciate everyone out there that's been following the channel. If you found some value in the channel, please drop a like on the video. Please, I appreciate that. As well, subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, even though this video here was talking about brokers, look, there are 600 plus videos on the channel, which are packed with valuable content. I assure you, come over and join the Discord by finding the link down below. All right, click on the link. It's free. Okay, come over and join us on the trading floor. That's where we as traders, on the daily, when the sessions are open, especially the U.S. session, we are sharing our trades, okay? Posting, screenshots or images of trades that we actually take. Lots of times I'll throw out there zones because I trade supply and demand that I'm interested in taking a look at, or I'll mark them up, okay? I'll put it out there. I'll mark it up before the trade even takes place, just as areas for potential traders who are part of the community to just kind of look at possibilities. I'm not a genie. I don't have that crystal ball to be able to tell you, oh, it's going to react or the market's going to, reject this area. Nobody knows that. It's about trading high probability setups, and that's what I do. I'm marking areas when it comes to supply and demand, which ones make sense, which one are high probability zones, and when the market gets back to it, I just simply wait to see if it's going to reject that area. And if it does, whether it's a demand zone or supply zone, then I get into the trade and I share my trades over on the community, meaning the Discord, on the Discord community with you guys. And you can see a lot of times when I'm making my live recorded trading videos, you'll see, oh, he took the trade here on the video and I posted over on the Discord. So, and again, lots of times I'll give little freebies out there and throw them out there. If you're looking for alerts and things of that nature, guys, I don't sit here all day long and be posting alerts. Oh, pay attention to this area, okay? I'm not doing that every session. I'm not giving you 3 and 4 alerts. I don't do that because people really need to educate themselves on how to trade the correct way. And that's why I started this channel, and the videos that I make is because I'm sharing loads of content that are allowing people to find success. If you don't believe me, come over to the Discord, add yourself in and ask, is the material, is the videos, is the information that Mike is sharing helping you guys on the channel here within the community? You're going to see there are a lot of people that have turned their trading around and are finding success by simply spending time understanding and educating themselves by watching the videos when it comes to supply and demand. To me, it is ultimately the best way to trade because you are getting in on a move where it happened at. That's the thing about supply and demand. I don't want to take a trade at a 50% area. I don't trade fibs. I'm just telling you, or at the area of support or resistance. That's trading in the middle of something. I don't want to be part of liquidity. I want to get in that move where the move started at. So that's trading the area of supply and demand. So I talk about all these different things on the channel and talk about the strategy I use, how I trade it. So it's there. Now, if you're someone that wants to become an elite member, meaning an elite channel member, there's also a YouTube tier program. You can click on the join button here on the channel. You'll see it, or the join button. You can find it also on the channel homepage. Either way, on any video here across the channel, you click on that, you'll see 2 tiers, loyal channel supporter and the elite channel membership. You may be asking, what do you receive, by doing so? Yes, it's $6.99 a month. But there have been so many people that have come out of this community or part of this community, even on the Discord, that have joined. We have tons of them, and become an elite channel member. You receive the perks, everything you receive in the first tier, the loyal channel supporter tier, the emojis, the badges, the prior reply to comments. Those are simple things. But what you get in becoming an elite channel member, you receive my trade breakdowns, to where I'm going into the session and breaking things down when it comes to my trades, so that you get a grasp and an understanding why I took that trade, what I was thinking prior to taking that trade, what are my areas for target and profit, so that you can understand how to trade supply and demand the correct way, okay? As well as you get that video playlist where I've handpicked it or hand selected a list of videos out of 600 plus videos that to me cover the most pertinent information or topics and added value in those videos that you can watch, okay? So that you don't have to sit there and watch, a year plus worth of videos and this gives you direct access to videos that give you the scoop, that really give you the overall gist, that really provide the best means of educational sources, which I have posted here on this video. People are learning themselves through this. I'm not here to hold someone's hand. I'm here to provide the educational tools through the videos and through the topics, and giving you that content so you can educate yourself, because that's what it's about. It's just like going to school. It's just like sitting in a college environment in a course or a lecture. You are instructed, right? You listen, you take notes, you study material to be able to test yourself, to be able to get graded and do well on it. It's the same thing, same process, okay? Watch the videos, educate yourself, and then turn it into a successful business, okay, personally for yourself. All right, so where you can either do it part-time or full-time, make extra income, or do it full-time, like I said. But anyways, guys, the information is there. If you want to become an Elite Channel member, click on the join link or the join button. You'll find that tier, Elite Channel membership, $6.99, okay? Or you can pay a few $100s or a few $1,000s to take someone's course. That's up to you, okay? Anyways, appreciate each and every person. Now, what I'm going to say here, look, I prefer you to come over to the Discord. Add yourself in. Ask if the Elite Channel membership, okay, tier has, or becoming an Elite Channel member has helped other individuals out. Come over to the community, engage, and ask those that are part of the Discord server, community members, ask by joining the Elite Channel membership, has it helped them? You're going to get some great results. I promise you. You're going to see that lots of people who are part of the Elite Channel membership, they're going to tell you, yeah, it's one of the best things I've ever done. Okay, they'll learn a lot from becoming an Elite member. But anyways, I'm not going to toot my horn. I'll allow the channel members to, over on the Discord, to comment from their own personal experience, okay? All right, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Please do me a favor. Like I said, drop a like on the video, hit that sub button. Make sure to turn on all your post notifications. And last but not least, I think I've already said it. I said drop a like, right? So I'll see everyone in the next video. Take care, and wrapping it up here. Goodbye. Have a great rest of your weekend as well.